After several years of mowing lawns from my neighbors as a teenager, I decided that I wanted to get a real job. And so I went out to Subway to become a sandwich artist. They don't have servers or sandwich makers, they call them sandwich artists. I guess they want the job to sound creative or something. Anyway, my boss's name was Ms. Dukakis, and she decided that within a week of being trained, or not yet even having been fully trained, that I should be the one to close the store one night. So she told all the other employees to go home, and she went home herself and had me work the store for like a 7-hour stint until 11 o'clock at night. Naturally, I had a long line of people around the whole store because I didn't even know how to make the sandwiches yet. I had to go to a list and read out how to make them. Oftentimes, the customers themselves would tell me how to make their sandwiches because they knew better than I did. And if there was a problem with the register or the computer system, I would just give it to them for free. They'd try to give me some money, but I'd refuse because then I'd have money I couldn't account for because the system won't work. Anyway, that went on until about 11 p.m. that night. And then I had a giant list of things that Miss Dukakis gave me to do. The bread needed to be proofed so that it could be baked the next morning. I needed to refill all of the toppings that go on the sandwiches. I needed to take stuff out of the refrigerator. I needed to put stuff into the refrigerator. I needed to label things. I needed to do inventory. I needed to clean the floors, the counters, everything. Lots and lots of things needed to be done. And I decided, you know what? I want to make a good impression. I want to be a good employee, and I want to do these things. And I did. I did all of them very diligently all the way. And it took me until about 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I went home, ready for a long bout of sleep, well-deserved sleep. And then at about 6 a.m. in the morning, Miss Dukakis calls. Andy, she says, I can't have you staying till 1:30 a.m. Why does it say you were there? And I said, well, because I was there at 1:30 a.m. doing everything you wanted me to do. She said, well, we can't pay you every time for that. You need to get out at 11:30, okay? I said, okay. Well, guess what? That night, Miss Dukakis decided that it'd be a good thing for me to stay again and close the store all by myself. And so I did, pretty much the same deal as before, except this time, after a mere 30 minutes of working through that list after I closed, I decided to leave. I went, oh, look at the time. It's 11:30. Everything, pretty much, still needed to be done, because I only had 30 minutes. But I just left, and I went home, and this time I was ready for a little more bitter bout of sleep. This time, I was woken up at about 5 a.m. Miss Dukakis is on the phone. She goes, Andy, this place is a mess. I can't open the store with everything like this. So many things have to be done. You need to get over here and help me clean things up so that we can open today. I kind of expected this, and so I went in, and I was a good sport, and I helped her get ready, and we were able to open the store, and it didn't explode or go up in flames or anything like that. But it certainly showed me something about how an organization works. If there's one thing I could take away from it, it's that sometimes people will explicitly ask things of you in an organization, but implicitly they will actually ask something else. This is something I took to heart and applied to other jobs I had since, and will continue to apply to jobs I have after I leave college. And I think it's been a valuable lesson, even though it wasn't a pleasant one.